Hello, Opimian members. My name is Michael Palij, and it is an absolute pleasure to have joined the Opimian tasting panel. And because I, together with Louise and a number of other masters of wine, are going to be responsible for choosing the wines that you enjoy in the months and years ahead, I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about myself. So first of all, I'm a Canadian. I left Canada in 1989, moved to the UK, and I qualified as a Master of Wine in 1995. I was the 196th Master of Wine in the world. And I still love wine just as much today as I did then. And I suppose my personal preferences would be driven more by, a more traditional approach to winemaking, shall we say. Don't get me started on natural wines. Don't get me started on pet nat. That is absolutely not my thing. So I'm an Italian specialist. That's the region in which I've worked for the last 30 years. But I love classic wines from all over Europe. So I adore German wines, love Burgundy, love Bordeaux, top wines from Priorat and Rioja, and really anything from Italy, from stem to stern, from Piemonte to Sicily. I love the variety in Italy. I love the history. Love the food, the culture, love going there, obviously, as everybody else does. And it's just a nation for which I have an enormous amount of affinity. But having said all of that, traditional wines can be made anywhere in the world. And I have a real soft spot for some of the wines coming out of Australia and New Zealand as well. And I guess for me, the main thing in wine is balance. So wine is not vodka and grape juice mixed together. There must be something else there. And that something else for me is that combination of the complexity of flavors, sometimes with oak, sometimes not, and the balance. And this is really key. You know, you've got the acidity, the alcohol, the tannins, and of course, concentration of fruit. And what's fundamental, what I look for in a wine is how well do those things work together, or is one thing kind of sticking its head up above the parapet? And if it is, that's when I'll tend to mark a wine down. So if you're following my recommendations, pretty traditionally structured wines is what you'll find with good concentration and a sense of place.